Hello and welcome to Sheila Lives Out Loud. My name is Sheila Moniga and I'm thrilled you found this channel. Please click subscribe and hit notifications so you never miss an episode when we upload. What an incredible year this one has been for me. And when I think of it, what an incredible way to wind up the decade. Yup. People, we're at the end of another decade. Wow! Looking back at this decade though, I've gone through so much and experienced even more. I've grown beyond the person that I was then and the talents and skills that I had 10 years ago. What I have now, shine bright like diamonds. I mean, really, what else can I say? And on the cusp of beginning another decade, I can only imagine what's coming up next. But in the here and now, I look back in awe at all the amazing experiences and people I've met, as well as the awesome places that I've dreamt of and seen. At the start of the decade, I was on air on Kenya's #1 English-speaking station, Easy FM.
It's so great to catch up with you. I hope you're doing well.
Hosting the mid-morning show to millions of listeners every single day. It was great fun and it was a lot of work as well. I wasn't just a senior presenter, but I was also a deputy programs controller, growing in the technical and programming operations of running a radio station. In time, I moved up the ranks and my schedule was full. I'd gone back to the University of Nairobi for a master's program, and I was also co-hosting East Africa's biggest reality TV show, Tusker Project Fame.
Good evening, East Africa, and welcome to Tusker Project Fame. We're coming to you live from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm Sheila Moniga.
It was absolutely amazing meeting and working with all these brilliant individuals who, in my eyes, moved mountains and also set the pace for me to be everything I wanted to be, to try new directions and explore every opportunity that presented itself to me. From billboards that stirred up the nation, Yanni guys, I don't know what you saw, but hey, honey, you still talking. To occasionally returning to my first love, and that is music. I was able to record a few tunes here and there.
Night to night, usiku wa leo, nothing stands between us.
And then I landed another TV gig in this decade, hosting a morning breakfast show that, I'll be honest, couldn't really understand at first. In my mind, I didn't know why anyone would want to wake up in the morning and watch TV first thing in the day. But hey, the show took off and every day was a learning day for me. There was nothing ordinary about waking up every day at 4 a.m. to get into a studio and go on air for 3 hours and then do it again the following morning. It was blood, sweat and tears to begin with, but it got easier and it got more fun and it just opened me up to new things. I interviewed doctors, bankers, lawyers, CEOs, politicians, international personalities, local stars, and even children. But halfway into the decade, it was time to shift gears and explore the social media space. Yani kazi Elisha. I'm telling you, it happens to the best of us. And coming from a very traditional media background, the switch wasn't exactly easy. But it was wonderful to know that there was support for my personal brand that had been years in the making. Hopping from hundreds of thousands of followers on popular social media platforms in the first half of the decade to a more than 1.5 million strong followership is still something I can't wrap my head around. It's not just incredible, it's also humbling. And that's exactly what happened for me in this past couple of years. So at this point, I've just got to say thank you to everybody who's followed me. Thank you for everybody who's walked with me, said something to me online. Yes, I know they're haters, and yes, they're people who don't want nice things for you. But the fact that you check out what's happening on my feeds, the fact that you will give me feedback, nasema asante sana. And with this kind of following that I was able to grow, I knew that I could not just post pictures and leave them there. I knew that I needed to continue helping people connect the dots. It's what I used to do on radio. It's what I used to do on television. So why not do it on social media? share the authentic Kenyan stories of trials, of triumphs, of just the extraordinary in very ordinary times. So, ta-da! 3 years ago, we kicked off my YouTube channel called Sheila Lives Out Loud. And it's not been easy, coming up with stories, finding the uploads, looking for guests with something special to say. But we've done it. 3 years plus, and we're still going. Since we've launched, we shared episodes on YouTube and my Facebook platforms, and we also shared this content on all my other social media platforms so that everybody could know, hey, there's this story that's happening this week, so check it out, give us your feedback, tell us who we should air next. And I wanted anyone who was watching these episodes online to remember what matters most in life. I hoped you'd be inspired to live through the situations of life, whether they're good, whether they're bad, as shared by our guests who shared their own personal experiences. If they could continue walking, then something about their journey could inspire you with yours and the difficulties that you are facing. And this show wasn't just about, the live aspect of it all. It was also about love, and not just a romantic kind of love, but a love of your work, love for people around you, love for people you don't even know, love for yourself. And that's not it. I mean, love is good, but with love, you've also got to grow. Love demands that you grow. And if there's anything that nature teaches us, is that everything must grow. So the third motivator for me in putting up this online show, in coming up with content for all my social media feeds as well, is to make sure that you're growing, that I'm sharing something that lets you look at life in a different prism. Growth is hard. It's sometimes painful, but it's one heck of an experience. So it's been 3 years of transitioning to this digital place, and the lessons have been challenging and also rewarding. Every day I'm still learning something new, and I'm doing my best to simply stay true to who I am and what I am, even as I continue to evolve. Sometimes people get it, sometimes people don't, but it's okay. As long as you're not insulting someone or taking away someone's rights and freedoms, evolve, evolve, evolve. And through this online space, I've had the incredible opportunity of not just, meeting the people and experiencing all these wonderful things that you see on my feeds. I've also been able to travel to destinations I didn't even imagine seeing one day. I've enjoyed Estonia in the winter, Berlin in the fall, and also enjoyed the beautiful summer seasons in Japan and France. Data tusionge juu ya local destinations. Been there, done that, and still being there, still doing that. And I am grateful. I truly, truly am. And I'm hoping that from checking out these feeds and checking out these places, you're also inspired to imagine what can happen for you. And believe you me, if it's happening for me, I don't see any reason why it won't happen for you. But in putting together this video, it's also saying thank you to all the sponsors that I've worked with right from day one. I've got to say a very big thank you to the Waterfront Karen for sponsoring Sheila Lives Out Loud for several seasons. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure to watch your growth as East Africa's premier destination for retail and lifestyle. Best believe I'm still going to be hanging about because it's an incredible place to be. And I also must say a very, very big thank you to all the other clients that have teamed up with me over the years on this space and trusted me with their brands on all my social media feeds for their different campaigns, for their different services, for their different products. I am so grateful that you would trust me to handle you. And to everyone who has followed and continues to follow my journey online and otherwise, asante sana for being there for me. It's not easy, but thank you. My strongholds are truly many, 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 many. And I love y'all. Yes, I do. And over the next few weeks, it's going to be a light look at some of my most incredible and memorable experiences. I want to share those with you because they mean something to me. And because they mean something to me and I enjoy thinking about them, I enjoy going back to the photos and the videos, I'm going to share them with you. So I hope they'll make you happy as well. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe and hit notifications so you check out the next episode when it's up. Until then, live out loud in everything you do.